Welcome back. This is Winslow here in Ark, Scorched Earth again. And I'm going to go ahead and just do some quality of life stuff here right now and go get some salt and some sulfur so I can make preserving salt, so I can get the most out of my preserving bins. So I am going to fly to where these items are, or where they can be harvested, and I will check in with you when I'm there, and I'll show you the kind of the big benefits of the preserving salt. So the salt you will see once we get a moment of peace here. Some kite is good. So we get raw salt from bones out in the badlands of the desert. And there's all over. They're all over there. And it's not super heavy. And you can see I'm right by the green obelisk. Any of the singular bones, femurs, arm bones, or whatever that's going to be on the ground, you can harvest for salt. And those are going to be a better source for you than going probably for the salt rocks. The salt rocks are, of course, a really good source for salt, but they're less frequently found. They're not as plentiful as just the bones on the ground are. So now I'm going to head over to where some sulfur is, and then we'll grind up some preserving salt. And then a really good place to get your sulfur is, if you pull up the map, is this central mountain, centrally located mountain, about 55 by 45. There's sulfur nodes up and down this hill here, but there's some dangers here that you have to keep an eye out for while you're up here. There are some predators, and right here we've got a rock elemental. It's not something that we want to tackle with. I don't even want to wake it up if I can avoid it. And here's some sulfur nodes. Let's see if I can get these guys to aggro to me and run down the hill. And everything that's bad and nasty that I can get to follow me off the hill here, that I don't particularly feel inclined to deal with, is going to make harvesting this that much easier. Okay, that should be good. I think this is the sulfur. Looks like the salt, but it should be sulfur. Nope, this is still salt. Okay, so sulfur. Sorry, I just saw it. There's some obsidian up here too. Salt, salt, salt. Sulfur. These rocks right here Come on, dude. Drop. I don't need to carry that. These little rocks right here are going to be your sulfur. And sulfur was introduced on Scorched Earth. And what this does is this allows you to make your preserving salt. What is your problem? Moth. Just chill out. It's pretty lightweight for an ore. Like it's technically an ore. But it'll allow you to make your salt. And on Scorched Earth you can also make propellant, which is oil, cactus sap, and sulfur. And your propellant is used in, I'm going to get more sulfur than I probably need because it's lightweight. And a little goes a long way. But your propellant, you make flamethrower ammo, and then you can make a flamethrower. And flamethrowers are a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm going to head back home. As you can see, we're here between the red and the blue obelisks. Again, I will put on my... right there where the me is. You can find sulfur and salt all up and down now. But watch out for rock elementals. I'm going to head home, and then we'll grind this up, and I'll show you what it does. I would love to actually make it to this red drop. Before it disappears and or gets mobbed by predators. Can you do it? Crap. I didn't even see what all that was, because there's cats down there. But let's look now. A canteen that's got water in it. That's beautiful. See how my water jar has gone down? I haven't drank anything from it. An oil jar. That's good. Another water jug. I don't need a blueprint. You can go. I don't need that. I don't need that. But the Ascendant Lymantria saddle. Hey. Oh, and a wind turbine. And a mantis saddle. What? Well, I'm on a Lymantria. Well, let's just go ahead and swap this saddle out. That was definitely worth it. You hear that, crop dumpster? You've been upgraded. You know what? I could just throw that one on the ground. We don't want that trash. Alright, and we're home. And so we go to our mortar and pestle. You see this option here, preserving salt. Now I'm only going to make a limited amount of salt. I'm not going to make all of this. Because preserving salt has a spoil timer on it. And the spoil timer, when it's out and not in a preserving bin or in the vessel, is pretty quick. So, I mean, it'll spoil rapidly. These I'm going to put on here for now. I know, I'm hot. I'm living in the desert. It's going to happen. That was something nobody ever needed to see. So it stacks to 12. Because keep in mind I've also doubled my stacks here. So everything is doubled in size. I didn't adjust any weights. So you can take your preserving salt and you can hold on to it. You can put it in the vessel. The vessel will keep it preserved for this stack. One item will spoil in 658 days. so I think it's good. So you don't want to make a whole lot of preserving salt because it's temporary. Now, preserving salt can be extended. The duration of it can be boosted by putting it in a fridge or a preserving bin. And in the preserving bin, it will not actually preserve itself. But what it will do is it increases the spoil timer. It's supposed to increase the spoil timer of everything that's in there. So that is 3 hours, 20 minutes for the cooked prime, and the salt then doubles that. Which is unfortunate that it only still stacks so low because it has such a low spoil time. Maybe I'll adjust the stack for that, because I would rather have preserving salt than rely on electricity. But then the rest of your preserving salt you can store in a vessel here, and this will last for quite a long time. Now you can keep it in your inventory. A full stack of 12 at 20 minutes. That's 6 hours. 4 hours. Yeah. 240 minutes. 4 hours of preserving time. So keep in mind, every 4 hours I'd have to refresh what's in here. But it's good for preserving stuff. And if you're playing all day, then you can easily refresh it. It'll get better when I get to a fridge than just having it in the bin. The preserving bin itself realistically just turns into a way for you to make jerky, because you need the jerky for some of the high level kibble recipes. You need jerky, so that's what we'll use that for eventually. But I think that was a good little adventure, getting some salt and making it, showing you the benefit of it. Again, I'm a little annoyed that its spoil time doesn't change inside the preserving bin, but maybe I can adjust the stack size so that I can get probably a full day's worth of boosted preserving time. Having to put new salt in every day, that's fair, I think. I don't want to have to do it 6 times a day. I'm happy to do it once a day. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. Again, as always, I do appreciate everyone who watches and is supporting my channel. If you have any questions, you can find me on Steam. You can find me on Twitter. You can leave a comment. I will do my best to respond. Just any suggestions for things I could do better, any questions you have, or suggestions for something else to do. If you have something specific you want me to go for an arc. And with that, I will leave it here. See you later.